sabi ni Faustino doon sa meeting niya with US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, yung higanteng parang anong tawag doon? Baby, ano yun? Yung sa Philippine comedian? Baby Bubot ba yun? A long time ago, wala na po. Hindi na kilala ng mga bata itong
Anyway,
Filipino
mukhang
comedian.
gorilla.
Mukhang gorilla talaga. Ang problema po, meron namang magandang sinabi si Faustino. Alam mo, as usual, yung balancing, sabi ni Faustino, we still stand by the one China policy and so on. Tama yun. Pero bakit siya magsasalita nitong talagang mali na Faustino said that the Philippines will support the US when it comes to protecting Taiwan from Chinese aggression. Ano? Bakit trilateral ba? Tanong ni Kaado, itong mutual defense treaty natin? Hindi naman dapat eh. Wala pong pakialam ang Pilipinas dito sa MDT, sa anumang ibang mga bansa, ano bang gulo sa anumang parte ng buong mundo o anong parte ng Asia. Pilipinas lang ang concern o alalahanin ng mutual defense treaty kung validable or if this is even valid in the first place. Ano? So, yan po ang problema po doon sa tightrope doon sa friendly to the Americans and friendly to the other countries. Hindi na po dapat malinaw na po. We should always tell the Americans, this is what you're doing wrong. Freedom of navigation, yung creating chaos. Kado, you were prepared to discuss this.
Yeah, well, nangangahulugan lamang na itong acting defense secretary is another idiot. Dahil alam niyo yung mga ganito, pinag-aaralang mabuti ito eh. Ito eh subject sa isang study because this is a serious policy. I never heard Secretary Delfin Lorenzana make a pronouncement like this. Ito ang premise niya. It is important for the Mutual Defense Treaty to be updated to conform to the prevailing security situation in the Indo-Pacific region. Ano ba ang prevailing security situation in the Indo-Pacific region? It is a constant provocation by the United States of a conflict with China. Yun ang existing eh. Wala namang dissonance, wala namang destabilization na ginagawa ang China rito. Ang nanggugulo rito, ang naghahanap ng basang ulo, ay ang mga Amerikano. Ang Taiwan ay probinsya ng China. Bakit tayo makikialam dyan? Kung merong civil war dyan or something. Nakialam tayo sa Korea? Nakialam tayo sa Vietnam? Anong nakita ng mundo sa Korea at sa Vietnam? Wala! Hanggang ngayon, divided pa ang Korea. Ang Vietnam, natalo ang Amerika. So, instead of going north, instead of going south, itong si Faustino went north, papunta sa Amerikano. Kasi ang utak niya, utak kano. Ang kanyang mga definition of terms, ang kanyang mga benchmarks are American propaganda. Ang presumption dito, sinabi pa, while the Philippines adheres to the one China policy. Of course we do, because that is what is acceptable to the United Nations, and we are part of the United Nations. So if you are to update the Mutual Defense Treaty, it is not towards the north, but towards the south. It should be towards abrogation. Yan dapat. Walang bayad itong si Faustino. Ito, mismo pag ito nakaharap ko sa bigsa, pare, wala kang bayad pare. Pagka-Amerikano katapat mo. Bakit kailangan i-abrogate ang Mutual Defense Treaty? Ito po ang critical phrase sa Mutual Defense Treaty, Article 5, an armed attack on either of the parties is deemed to include an armed attack on the metropolitan area of either the parties or on any island territories under its jurisdiction in the Pacific Ocean, its armed forces, public vessels, or aircraft in the Pacific. From the Philippine viewpoint, it is a defense mechanism. From the American viewpoint, it is a potential offensive weapon. Ayan. Bakit? Ang Amerika nakikialam doon sa Taiwan. Eh kung magkaroon ng barricade dyan at may isang American airplane dyan o isang American ship dyan dahil sa katarantaduhan ng mga Amerikano ay maatake. We are obligated by the Mutual Defense Treaty to side with the Americans. Eh bakit naman ganun? Amerikano ho, ano ang track record ng Amerikano for the past 20 years? $7 trillion in wars, so mga gera worldwide. Ano ang track record ng China for the past 20 years sa gera? Past 30 years sa gera? Past 40 years sa gera? Wala po. Wala, mga kabansa. So bakit tayo sasama sa gulo na kinikreate ng Amerikano? Ay nakikita na natin ang signos sa pag-handle ng Amerikano ng Ukrainian war. Ito hong pagbobomba nila ng pipeline is one of the most serious terrorist activities in history. On the side of the Philippines, bakit kailangan i-abrogate ito? Dahil sa Section 2, Article 2 po ng ating Konstitusyon, mga kabansa, we renounce war as an instrument of national policy. Eh kung bibit-bitin tayo ng Amerikano sa gera, ano ang Section 2, Article 2? Pangalawa, sa Section 7, Article 2, the state shall pursue an independent foreign policy. O paano tayo magiging independent kung loaded na yung dice natin? Loaded in favor of the Americans. Who is the oppressor? Who is the biggest international bully in the world? No? Ganoong ang direksyon dapat is towards an independent foreign policy. So, we can never have an independent foreign policy.
Okay.
Because an independent foreign policy does not include being member of any military alliance one way or another.
Okay. So, Kado,
huli punto po, mga kabansa, alam nyo ba na Mutual Defense Treaty, katulad ng Visiting Forces Agreement, katulad ng EDCA, Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agency, ay hindi po ratified by the U.S. Congress, which is a requirement of our Constitution.
okay.
That we will only have treaties wherein the other party has ratified the treaty.